Hello everyone, Dimisha here from Englishfirm. Welcome back to PT tutorials. So hope all of you are practicing really well. And if you have any questions or doubts regarding any of the item types in PTE, feel free to comment on the videos. I'll be answering all of them. Let's go ahead with today's component today. So we'll be talking about highlighting correct words, which is one of the very important question types in your listening module. Even though important, it is one of the simplest questions as well and fun question too. So let's go ahead with it. All right, so just to start with, to show you where it stands in the importance in the scoring distribution table, as we do for every component. So I hope all of you remember this table. This is where you can see all the 20 types of questions in PT arranged according to the order of importance or according to total marks from highest to lowest. So if you look at the item that we are discussing today, highlight incorrect words, it stands at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, ninth. It is the ninth important question out of the 20 items. As you can see, it has a total of 16.7 marks out of 90. You will be getting 2 to 3 questions in the exam, and it is contributing points to your reading and listening module, because it is in the listening module itself where you have to listen to an audio and you have to click on the words which are mismatching to the audio, which is the reason why there will be a paragraph on the screen which is the script of the audio, and you have to listen to the audio first. So it will give points to listening, and since you're reading the paragraph, points will go to reading as well. So out of 16.7 points out of 90, 8.9 points is given to your reading module and 7.9 points is given to your listening module. Again, guys, you don't have to remember the scores. This table is just as reference for you, so you can understand what question is more important and how many points it carries, so you can practice more of the important questions rather than wasting your time on the unimportant questions over here, which is in the green color, which is relatively less important because it carries only very less score. So today we are going to talk about highlighting correct words, which is the ninth important question in the exam out of 20, carrying 16.7 points, contributing points to reading and listening. All right, let's go ahead with it. Okay, so in listening, you have a total of 8 different question types, which is divided into section 1 and section 2. I have discussed about this in the other components of listening videos. So I don't want to repeat that again. So the item that we are talking about today, highlighting correct words, is in section 2, which usually comes as the second last item in listening, but not always, because sometimes in PT they shuffle the order of questions. Sometimes you could get section 1 will always be summarized spoken text, but section 2 they could shuffle it sometimes, very rarely, less than 10% of the time. You could get right from dictation at the beginning, multiple choice at the end, fill in the blank somewhere at the end. It could be any order, but the order that you see on the screen now is the most common order. Almost 80 to 90% of the time you'll be getting the same order. And as we had already discussed when we talked about the other components of listening, time management in listening section 2 is very crucial, because the computer will not be allocating specific time for each task. For all the questions in section 2, where you will be getting 2 to 3 of each item, 2 to 3 multiple choice, multiple answer, 2 or 3 fill in the blanks. Every item you will be getting 2 or 3 questions, except your right from dictation. Right from dictation, you could be getting 3 or 4 questions. So section 2, you could get a total of around 16 or 17 questions. And for all of those questions together, the computer could give you somewhere around 22 to 28 minutes, which means you are supposed to divide it according to the importance of the question. Do not waste too much time on the unimportant question types, so that you can spend more time on the important question types. So I'll just repeat it again, just so if in case you haven't watched the other videos, please go ahead and watch it, but I'll repeat here again. In section 2, in altogether in listening, there are 8 questions. Out of 8, only 4 of them are important. The most important one is right from dictation. Second important one is summarize spoken text. Third important one is highlighting correct words, which we'll be discussing about today. And the fourth important one is fill in the blanks, which means the remaining 4 items, your multiple choice, multiple answer, highlight correct summary, multiple choice single answer, and select missing word, these 4 questions are not so important because it doesn't carry much points. It carries only around 4 to 5 points out of 90 combined for all the 4 items. That means for multiple choice, multiple answer, highlight correct summary, multiple choice, single answer, and select missing word combined together, you're getting only maximum 4 to 5 points out of 90, which means they are very low scoring items. You should not waste too much time on them, because if you waste too much time on them, you will not be getting enough time for the important question types. All right, so coming to your highlighting correct words, which is really important, but you don't need much time for this item, because what you're going to do here is you will be listening to a recording which could be maximum 2 minutes long, and the transcript of the same recording will be given to you on the screen. So what you have to do is, while you're listening to the audio, you have to read through the transcript as well, word by word. Do not skim read, read every word, because in the given transcript there could be around 6 to 7 or sometimes 3 or 4. There could be anywhere between 3 to 7 errors. Errors means some of the words in the transcript given to you will not be matching to the audio. So all you have to do here is click on the words which are not matching to the audio. Please do not click on any of the words which are matching to the audio, because this item has negative marking if you click on a matching word. So all you have to do here is listen to the audio, read the transcript at the same time, and click on the words which are not matching to the audio and go ahead. Okay, there is negative marking if you click on a matching word. Okay, and okay, so you'll be getting 2 to 3 questions. You can have up to 7 incorrect words in each transcript, and you will be getting 1 point for each incorrect word that you're clicking, and you'll be getting -1 for each word that you select as extra. That means for every word that you select which is matching to the audio, then you get -1. So be very careful here. Click only the words which are not matching to the audio. And this item is giving points to your listening module and reading module, because you have to listen to the audio at the same time you're reading the paragraph as well. Right. Now, a few things which you need to remember here. Many people struggle here, not many, because this is not a difficult question. This is a very simple question, but carries a lot of points. And remember, this item is giving points to your reading module, and most people usually find reading relatively a bit difficult. And this is one of the components from other modules which can contribute points to reading. It can give you around 7, 8, or 9 points to your reading module. So if you can do this well, even if you find your reading module difficult, you can still get good points in your reading contributed from this item. And this is not a difficult task. If you do it 100% perfectly, it's not difficult to do so. You will be getting much points for your reading module as well. Now, I will tell you the common mistakes that students make here. First mistake, they don't read along with the speaker. They either read slower than the speaker, or either read faster than the speaker. You should read through every word along with the speaker in the same speed, because if you go behind him, you'll definitely miss the words which are yet to come. If you go faster than him, you will miss the words which he's already saying currently. So read every single word along with the speaker. Don't go faster than him. Don't go slower than him. And the second mistake that many students make here is skim reading. It is not a good practice to skim read the words here, skim read the transcript here, because many of the words that they say differently from this transcript will be very similar to what is already given here. Because as you can see on the screen here, the incorrect words will most likely be nouns, verbs, adjective or adverbs, such as easily confused words that are similar in sound, similar in spelling, similar in meaning, like accept, both sounds very similar. So what you do, if you do not read the paragraph carefully, if you do not listen carefully, you can easily miss those kind of words. So make sure you read the paragraph and listen to the audio at the same time and understand the meaning of the paragraph as well. Because words like accept and accept, you won't notice it unless you listen very carefully and read very carefully. Similarly, jealous, zealous, south, north, these sounds very similar. So what you have to do, you have to make sure that, so let's continue with that. All right, so what we were talking about was one of the common mistakes that many students make here, skim reading and not listening to the audio carefully, not reading the paragraph carefully, because when they say words which are very similar to what is given to the transcript, you could easily miss them. Words like accept and accept, jealous and zealous, south and north, colonize and conquer, which sound similar. You need to read every word carefully and listen to the audio as well carefully. Only then you will be able to get every single word which are not matching to the audio. And also, while you read the paragraph, don't simply read without even understanding it, because some of the words, if you read it along with the context, it won't make sense. So just from the meaning also, you will be able to figure out which word is not matching to the audio. Okay. And also in many of the audios, not all content words will carry the sentence stress, because the words that they say differently from the transcript, they'll say in a very low voice, or they will de-emphasize it. So if you do not listen carefully, or if you do not read carefully, you could easily miss them. So even though this item looks really simple to you, you need to be really careful while you listen and read the paragraph, especially in cases where they say similar words which sound similar, which has similar spelling, and also when they reduce their voice or when they de-emphasize the words, that also could be a mismatching word. So listen to the audio very carefully. All right. Okay, so let's do a question for you so you can see how you're supposed to tackle this task. So in this question, you will be listening to an audio, and then you have to click on the words which are mismatching to the audio. So I'll just do one question with you so you can see how it looks. Okay, so I'll restart this. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to play the audio for this particular transcript. As you can see, along with the audio, the same transcript is on the screen. You have to read through every word along with the speaker. And whenever you hear a mismatching word, just click on it. That's all you have to do. Click on the words which are mismatching. And if you clicked on any word by mistake, just click on it again. And also, if you get confused at any point, do not waste any more time on it. Just move ahead. Otherwise, you will miss all the words which are yet to come, all the mismatching words which are yet to come in the audio. Okay, so let me just restart this for you.
Height is correlated with a lot of things. Up to a certain height, taller people make more money than the vertically challenged, and the taller presidential candidate almost always wins. Now a study finds that your height as an adult has a profound effect on your perception of your health. Short people judge their health to be worse than average or tall people judge theirs. The research was published in the journal Clinical Endocrinology. Data for the study came from the 2003 Health Survey for England. More than 14,000 participants filled out questionnaires and had their heights measured. The study only looked at how good the subject thought his or her health was, not their actual health. Questions focused on 5 areas: mobility, self-care, normal activities, pain or discomfort, and anxiety or depression. Men shorter than about 5'4" and women shorter than 5 feet reported the worst impressions, but small increases in height at the low end had much bigger effects on perception than the same increases among taller people. Other studies have shown, ironically, that shorter people on average actually live longer. Thanks for the minute. For Scientific American's 60-Second Science, I'm Steve Mirsky.
If you notice, what I did here is I was moving the cursor along with the speaker at the same speed of the speaker, and whenever I heard any word which is not matching to the transcript given here, I just clicked on it and moved on further immediately. I did not waste my time over here, because if I keep on thinking about it, I'll miss all the remaining ones. And your concentration is very crucial here. If you get distracted for a second, you could miss all the words here. So listen really, really carefully. It's just barely 1 minute. It's not even 1 minute. So for this 1 minute, be very focused. Do not get distracted by anything. Do not, if you listen to the audio for every single word, because some of the words that they say, which is different to the transcript, will sound very similar. For example, I think here, affect and effect, both are sounding very similar, because affect is the verb and effect is the noun here. We need a noun here, because affect, E-F-F-E-C-T. And even here, discontent, discomfort, impression, depression, they said very similar words. Even questions, questionnaires, it sounds very similar, which is the reason why, even though it looks like a simple task, you need a lot of practice in this. I'll just show you the answer as well. Yeah, so I actually got all the words right. So I have each word 1 point. So I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points. I'll be getting 6 out of 6 points. Now I'll tell you if something goes wrong. Let's say I did not mark on affect. How many points am I getting? I'm getting only 5 points out of 6, because I marked 5 of them and I missed 1 of them. So I'll get 5 out of 6 points. Now, what will happen if you mark an extra word? There is negative marking. So let's say you clicked on the survey unnecessarily. Now, how many points will I get? I got 6 correct and 1 wrong. So I'll be getting 6 minus 1, 5 points out of 6 because of this negative marking here. If I click 1 more, I'll be getting 6 minus 2. I'll be getting 4 points out of 6 because of minus 2 points for the wrong words which I clicked, which are actually matching to the audio. So negative marking is only if you click on extra words. There is no negative marking for missing any. Like if you missed to click this one, there is no negative marking. You just lose the 1 point for that, which means you'll get 5 out of 6 points. Okay, so that's pretty much in this task. It looks simple, but I would strongly suggest all of you practice this as much as possible. Try to do around 10 to 20 questions every day because it needs your listening skills. You need to listen very carefully. You should be very focused. You should have really good concentration skills. And most importantly, read every word along with the speaker. Don't go faster than him. Don't go slower than him. Move your cursor along with the speaker, and at the same time read and understand what is said here, because like words like these, affect and effect, you can only figure out if you know the meaning of affect and effect. So, and also in the context, affect will not be correct for the context because we need a noun here. Noun form is affect is the verb form, so we need bigger effect. Affect is grammatically wrong. So when you read the paragraph, not only listen to the audio, understand the meaning of the paragraph as well. All right, so that's pretty much in highlighting good words, guys. I believe all of you understood what you're supposed to do here, but the most important thing is practice, practice, practice. And again, I'm telling you, please don't rely only on the video for your preparation, because video is just your basic guidelines. So at least you can understand what you're supposed to do in every task, but make sure you practice, get feedback from a trainer. And also if you have any doubts or questions regarding any item types in PTE, please feel to comment on the videos. I'll be answering all of them as much as possible. Thank you.